welcome to my Kobolds and Catacombs card preview. I want to show you the 10 most powerful cards in my opinion and 3 additional cards that have some potential. So, I want to show you the first card. The first card is the Lone Champion. The Lone Champion is a neutral card. It's a 3 mana, 2/4 with Battle Cry if you control no other minions, again Taunt and Divine Shield. So, Lone Champion is a defensive tool. It's comparable to the Tar Creeper, but it works a bit different. So Tar Creeper is like a 3/5 for 3 mana with Taunt. It's an elemental and it has only 1 attack if you want to attack with it. So it's a bit different. Lone Champion has 1 less health and 1 less attack if it's your opponent's turn, but it has Divine Shield. And it has a downside, it only works if you have no other minions. So Lone Champion will not be played in Zooish decks other than Tar Creeper. Also in Prince Rogue you play Tar Creepers, because they work very well, they protect your stuff on board. But with Lone Champion you don't have stuff on board. It's not working if you have other minions. The Lone Champion will not be played in Zooish decks, but I guess it's a better tool in Controlish decks. Because 2/4 Divine Shield Taunt is better than 3/5 Taunt. So I guess Lone Champion will be a nice addition in a lot of the defensive decks, a lot of control decks. I can see it played in Kazakus decks, like Kazakus Warlock maybe. We will see. I guess it's a huge, it's a good card overall. The second card is Reckless Flurry. Reckless Flurry is a warrior card, it's a spell. 3 mana, spend all your armor, deal that much damage to all minions. So I think that card is good, because it's very early mass removal for warrior. I guess they leak a bit of early mass removal. They got Brawls for the late game, they got Whirlwind, Sleep with the Fishes, but that's a 2-card combination, and it's a bit expensive sometimes to spend 2 cards in the early game to remove the board. Reckless Flurry works totally fine, like if you armor up turn 2 and turn 3, then you play Reckless Flurry. If your opponent extends a bit too far, or you play armor up Reckless Flurry, I guess you often have 2 or 3 armor to spare, and deal 2 or 3 to all enemy minions is a good tool for warrior. I guess warrior leaks that specific removal nowadays, so I guess Reckless Flurry will be a nice addition. The third card is Faldorei Strider. Faldorei Strider is a 4 mana 4/4 rogue card with Battle Cry, shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck. When drawn, summon a 4/4 spider. So 4 mana 4/4 is okay-ish, it's not the best, but it's okay. And the Battle Cry is good. So if you draw one of those spiders, it's a 4 mana 8/8 value, that's insane. And it also works with your Prince buff. If you shuffle 3 ambushes in your deck, then those ambushes will be buffed by the Prince. So it's also very good. Then you get 5/5. I guess Faldorei Strider will be a nice addition in Tempo Rogues. Maybe also in like Millish Rogue decks or Control Rogue decks, because it's just a very strong value card overall. It's like total of 16/16 stats for 4 mana in control matchups, and if you have a lot of draw, you will draw them earlier, so I guess that card overall is very strong. Next card is Twilight Acolyt. Twilight Acolyt is a priest card. It's 3 mana 2/4. Battle Cry, if you're holding a dragon, swap this minion's attack with another minion's. So I guess it's a very strong removal tool. In late game, if you're holding a dragon, you can like make the Lich King, your opponent's Lich King, into a 2/8, and you get a 3 mana 8/4. It's very strong, and also it's a very good like buff removal in early game. Or you can like counter Advent Van Cleef. If your opponent plays like an 8/8 Van Cleef turn 3, you can play a Twilight Acolyt turn 3, and then Edwin will be 2/8 and your Twilight Acolyt will be 8/4. That's like you removed your opponent's Edwin and you get a strong card yourself, a 3 mana 8/4. So I guess that card is very good in like dragon deck. Some downsides, the card itself is no dragon and you have to hold the dragon to have it activated, but I guess it's overall a very strong card. Next card is Twilight's Call. Twilight's Call is a 3-mana priest spell. It has summon 1/1 copies of true friendly Death Rattle minion that died this game. So maybe that card is what Death Rattle Priest needs, because like if you summon 2 Masters of Mixtures, it will be so good against aggressive decks, and it will also help you finish your deck, your quest very fast, because it's 2 Death Rattles for your quest. It's only 3 mana, and also if you get like loot orders from that, you get 2 1/1 bodies and draw 2 cards, and that's very good for 3 mana. So I guess that card has huge potential in Death Rattle Priests. The only thing is I don't know if Death Rattle Priest will be a thing, because Dragon Priest will be so strong, and there is also the Machine Gun Highlander Priest. So let's see what happens, but the card itself is very strong. So the next card, maybe the best one of the expansion so far. It's a 1-mana 2/1 Kobold Librarian. Battlecry, draw a card, deal 2 damage to your hero. So Battlecry, use your hero power. So a 1-mana card, 2/1 stat, use your hero power. It's like total OP. And it's even better than 1-mana 2/1 use your hero power, because you can play it on 3 and you get your hero powers effect, and you can use your hero power if you have no 2-mana play. So it's a very, very good card. It's just insane. So a 1-mana card, draw a card, it's totally broken. It's like a 5 out of 5 stars. That will be an auto-include in every Zoo Warlock, in every Control Warlock. It's just insane. Draw a card for 1 mana is insane. That's like the best cards reveals. The next is also a Warlock card. It's 2 mana 2/4 Taunt, Vulgar Homunculus. Battlecry, deal 2 damage to your hero. So a bit small downside, but overall it's a 2 mana 2/4 Taunt. It's a huge defensive tool in the early game, and it's also a demon, so it will be summoned by Gul'dan. Taunt summoned by Gul'dan is always good. And yeah, I also think that will be an auto-include in every Zoo Warlock and in every Control Warlock and in every Demon Warlock. So that card is also very, very good. The next one will be Leyline Manipulator. Maybe not the best card on the first side, but I think that card is insane. It's a 4 mana 4/5, so stat-wise, totally good. That's really, really good. That's like one of the best stats in the game. 4 mana 4/5 is so nice. You played that Vanilla Jedi for those stats. So, and then it's even elemental. So it has it works with elemental synergy. So 4 mana 4/5 with elemental synergy. That's good. That's very good. And it even has a battle cry. If you are holding any cards that didn't start in your deck, reduce their cost by 2. So it works with Quest Mage and with like every primordial glyph. You play primordial glyph in every mage deck. It works very good with Kabbalist Tomb. It's just an insane card. It's an insanely good card. You will play it in every elemental mage. You will play it in every quest mage. It's just a so strong card because you get a good effect and an insane body with elemental synergy. So that card is insane. Next one is Explosive Runes, also a mage card. It's a secret for 3 mana. After your opponent plays a minion, deal 6 damage to it and any excess to their hero. So if your opponent plays a 2 health minion, it kills a minion and deals 4 damage to your opponent. It deals 6 damage. That's a lot of damage. It kills like nearly every early and mid game. It kills every early and mid game minions and even some late game minions. It's a very good secret. And if it only kills a small minion, it does a huge amount of damage to your opponent's face. I very much like that card. I think it's very strong in control mages and especially in tempo mages. It's just the tempo mage card in the game. So it removes an opponent's minion and deals face damage. That's all you want in Tempo Mage. So that's so good in Tempo Mage. Very nice card. The next one is also a mage card. The last one is Dragon's Fury. Dragon's Fury is reveal a spell from your deck, deal damage equal to its cost to all minions. I think that card is very nice because you will run a lot of expensive mage spells like Flame Strike, Blizzard, Pyroblast, and even if you draw a Fireball, a 4 mana spell, 4 mana, 5 mana, deal 4 to all minions is a good card. You would play that. And because it's a 5 mana card, I think it's like a gap filler for mage. It's a very good tool to remove mid-game pressure in every control mage. Yeah, I think it's a very good card for a lot of mages, especially for late game mages, for control mages. Very nice card. So the next 3 cards I want to show you are special cards. They aren't strong themselves like the 10 cards I showed you, but they have some potential. So the first one is Void Ripper. Void Ripper is a 3 mana 3/3 battle cry. Swap the attack and health of all other minions. I can see it being a good tool to deal with some issues. It's like the perfect counter to Spreading Plague if you play Void Reaper like Swipe or Arcane Explosion. All Spreading Plague 1/5s are dead. You can play it like in Silence Priest to buff like your whole board. I guess it's just very good in some cases. There might be some decks that will build around it. I don't know. I see some potential. It's not that card is strong itself, but I see some potential. The next one is Temporus. Temporus is very much underrated, I guess, from a lot of players. So Temporus is a 7 mana 6/6 dragon. Battle cry, your opponent takes 2 turns, then you take 2 turns. So, sounds awful, because your opponent gets 2 turns, but believe me, your opponent won't be able to kill you so often in 2 turns, if you aren't that much behind. If like you play it on an empty board, there's like no way your opponent will kill you in those 2 turns, but you can play your deck around that card, so you can kill your opponent in 2 turns. Let's say you play Temporus. You pass. Your opponent has 2 turns. First turn, he removes Temporus, deals 5 damage to your face. Next turn, he deals like 10 damage to your face. Okay. Then you got 2 turns. You play Malygos. Pass. Prophet Velen. Attack with Malygos, 4 damage. Play Mind Blast, 20 damage. Play Smite, another 7. It's 31 damage. With only 4 cards. Or with Temporus 5 cards. I guess that's an insane combination. I guess you will be able to kill your opponent so often. So often. You might even include it in Kazaku's Raza Mage Priest, sorry, because your opponent won't be able to kill you in those 2 turns. But if you got 2 turns in a row with Kazaku's Priest, you will be able to kill your opponent. And that's why I think that card has huge potential. The next one is Sonya Shadowdance. That's the 3 mana 2/2 Rogue Legendary. After a friendly minion dies, add a 1/1 copy of it to your hand. It costs 1. So there will be a lot of mechanics. I can see SI trade in, and you got a 1 mana 1/1 SI. That's good. You get maybe sometimes you will get some Malygoses 1/1s. There will be a lot of ways to make some crazy stuff with that card. I guess it has huge potential in some ways. So the full list I will show you again. First one is Lone Champion, Reckless Flurry, Faldorei Strider, Twilight Acolyt, Twilight's Call, Kobold Librarian, Vulgar Homunculus, Leyline Manipulator, Explosive Runes, Dragon's Fury, Void Ripper, Temporus, and Sonya Shadowdance. The best card, I think, is that one. What's your opinion? Please leave a comment. What are your opinions on my thoughts? Just tell me. I will answer. I hope you enjoyed my video, and yeah, please leave a comment or a like, whatever. Have a nice day. Thank you.